Hey everybody, it's Glenn and the reviews of Funko's Game of Thrones Legacy Collection Series 2 roll on with Robb Stark. All hail the King in the North. Looking at the packaging back, we get a picture of Robb, then listed are the other action figures in this series. Here he is out of packaging, and an immediate criticism I have is that the cloak does make the figure very back heavy, so it does take some posing to counterbalance that weight and get him to stand. But that's most of the bad news out of the way up front, because otherwise this is a great action figure. I mean, just look at that detail. Gentle Giant have really done a good job at translating the costume from the TV show into an action figure. And it's not just the sculpted detail I commend, but the deco as well, as the application of paint really complements the sculpt, lending the figure a much more real worldliness than you get with your average plastic action figure in other lines. And this attention to detail carries through down to the bottom of his cloak, where paint has been applied as mud from Robb traipsing the battlefield. Now taking a closer look, and Robb continues the trend started with the Jaime Lannister figure I reviewed, of the likenesses of Series 2 figures being superior to the first series. He wears a suitable, determined expression, yet compared to Jaime, I don't think Robb is quite as good. The expression just doesn't have the life to it that the Jaime one does. The paint application doesn't seem to be on the same level, plus the eyes suffer a little from the dead-eyed expression, often seen with Hasbro's Star Wars Black Series 6-inch figures. For an accessory, Robb comes with a sword. It's a fairly simple design, but with a deco that matches the realism of the figure's costume. The sword fits snugly into a scabbard on Robb's belt, plus it also fits snugly into his hand. Unlike the Jaime Lannister figure, I did not have to intervene with my Stanley knife to get Robb to hold his sword. And the figure looks great posed wielding his sword, which leads us to articulation. His head rotates side to side. He's also able to look down slightly and a little bit up. At the shoulder, the articulation is inhibited by both the shoulder armour and also his cape, but these parts are a softer rubber to limit how much they inhibit the articulation. The arm hinges up and down and also rotates forwards and backwards. At the elbow, again, we get this elbow armour. It's rendered in a soft rubber. It's a separate piece that's glued on as to limit how much it inhibits the articulation at the elbow. So the elbow rotates, and it's also hinged, moving up and down. There is rotation at the wrist, and the wrist is also hinged, moving down and up. There is rotation at the waist, plus it does seem to move forwards and backwards slightly. Unlike the Jaime Lannister figure I already reviewed, Robb has a slit in his skirt here so that it doesn't inhibit the articulation at the hips as the leg moves out and back in. The leg moves forward this much, but not too much back. There is an upper leg rotation. Then there's a double jointed knee, and then at the ankle it's hinged, moving backwards and forwards, and it does have that ankle rocker pivot. So all things considered, and having now reviewed both Jaime Lannister and Robb Stark, I'm really pleased with the improvements Funko have made series to series. Anyway, click this video if you missed my review of the Jaime Lannister figure. As ever, help me out by giving this video a thumbs up. Also comment, share and subscribe. Check out the description beneath this video for links to my Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Click those links and connect with me there too. Hope to see you in my next video. Bye.